Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lead From Within podcast. My name is Nina Urman, and today I have a very special guest, Trisha Paterson.
Hello there, everyone.
Who has been my friend, my soul sister for many, many years. We met in Paris, and we had this love affair from the beginning. I remember what I put that right there. It was like, okay, let's connect.
Totally.
And Trish, you're one of my inspirations.
Oh, thank you, Nina.
Have showed me what couldn't be possible in entrepreneurship.
You are an amazing fashion designer. Everybody has to check out the collections that Trisha has been, creating over the decades. And,
the first question I always ask in these interviews is, what does it mean to you to get into that creative process, to lead from within, to be an example of what's possible?
Well, first and foremost, I am an entrepreneur. I'm a designer entrepreneur. I have, it's the skills that I've learned over the years. And I started this company 10 years ago, and just kind of when you were starting out as well. And we've really built it into a beautiful company. We do beautiful silk dresses and selling globally. And, for me, designing is just really, I've been designing for about 30 years. And it's really, it's who I am at my core. It's creating these beautiful designs.
So how do you do it? Tell us more about the creative process. Because one of the things that I find, when I do coach people or I write something, sometimes it feels like it's not even me. Like it's just Sonal, and I feel like something's coming through me.
Yeah.
So we talked about that.
Yeah. So I do about 4 collections a year, and I do 2 major collections. So it's a lot of work. And when I go into the process of creating these designs, I have to be in solitude almost. And it may sound a little bit corny, but before I start each collection, I actually have a little meditation, a little prayer on it. That this creativity will come, that what this fabric wants to be, and because I work on the mannequins, So yeah, I mean, it's a whole thing where I really do need to be just very quiet, and it's a lot of thought that goes into this.
One of the things as you're speaking that comes to me is this lead from within doesn't mean that you're, kind of out there leading all the time. It's also quiet zone.
Yeah,
go into.
It is.
You connect to your inner self.
Yeah.
You fill up your own cup. You kind of go into hibernation.
Yeah. Well, my daughter's a writer, and I always talk to her about this too, is you go into a flow, and it's just, and when you're in flow, things just, they start coming, and they can come fast and furious, and then you can see the vision, you can see what this is going to be. And I mean, I think it's different for every creative type, but I do know across the board, creative types go into a flow. They really do.
Yeah, and the flow stage is really coming from being in the present moment, isn't it?
It's coming from, I don't even know where it's coming from, if it's coming from God, but it's coming from higher, above. Because sometimes you create something, I look back and I go, oh my gosh, that was such a great collection. Like,
how did I do it?
I'm like proud of myself.
Yes, that's when I think that's when I was just having another interview, and what we said was that so many people are struggling, they're feeling like they need to, everything is so heavy, and they need to go and get it and achieve, and it doesn't feel effortless.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of things too with people is like people finding out what they're really good at, finding their purpose, finding their skills. And we always talk about this, there's no such thing as an overnight success. Like, you have to put the time in to really hone what you're good at, and you just kind of go long and narrow on it. But it takes time. It really takes time to find your purpose, and then to find what you're good at, and then to really be able to do it is a real blessing.
Yes. You know what I'm thinking about? It's people sometimes think that effort or success equals effort, and it is, like, I agree with you. It's about persistency and determination and resilience through the process, because it's not all good all the time.
No, absolutely. And on that, like I always have this thing in my mind about being prolific. Like I remember I was listening to this thing on Picasso and the number of paintings. He was a prolific artist. And I feel that way. I'm like, you have to just keep creating and creating and creating and keep doing it. And if I look at some of the creations that I did, 25 years ago, it makes me laugh because you can just see like what I thought was good back then. But it's just been prolifically creating and
creating more than you consume, because I think a lot of the clients I'll work with, and I'm sure also your clients, it's like, okay, how do I consume all these things that are like it's about giving and receiving.
Totally.
It's a good exchange, but for me it's always about creation first. What can I create? What can I give out? But in essence, giving and receiving is one in a way, because when you create something you get so much in return.
Oh, totally. And the collections that I'll create, I won't go into production with the whole collection, because then I'll put it out there, I'll see what the buyers want, and that's what I'll cut. But then there's like all these samples of things that I really love that nobody bought, and then I just have to go on instinct. And I think they maybe didn't see it or appreciate it the way it's to be appreciated, but I'll cut it anyway and we'll put it on the site or see what happens.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about planting seeds and seeing what the response is.
Totally.
So what would you say to a listener that is thinking, oh, maybe I'm a little stagnant, I'm stuck, I'm out of my creative flow, I don't know where to start. Like I'm lost.
Yeah. I mean, that's always such a tough thing, because it just takes so long to find what your purpose is or what you're really good at. And then even if you have the means to do it, you may have the will, but you might not have the means. But you do know you want to change state. You don't want to live in this way.
Right.
So, my advice to that, and it's kind of the advice I give to my children, is that you have to try so many things, and it will take so long to really find the little spark of like, that's sparking, that could interest me.
Like a little energy, like you feel
there's
more energy there.
Yeah.
And energy is also created for something. Like it's almost like it's both ways. Once you find it, and I remember us that we've been typing my business, your business, make it big, grow, etc. It's really about finding it, but then once you find it, it's like going into that determination and consistency.
Yeah, and really truly it's about taking action. Like procrastination is for me, that's just a state. You're not ready to deal with it yet. So you're procrastinating, but you're thinking. So even though I'm procrastinating on something, I'm thinking how it's going to go, how I'm going to plan it out. So in a way, what is procrastination? There's that one, okay, it's lazy maybe, but it's not. You're really working it out in your head first. But I know, procrastination is kind of a negative word, but you can turn it around.
Turn it around and say, okay, this is my preparation. Like I'm actually putting the thoughts in.
Absolutely.
To, putting the thoughts in the jar. We had it yesterday.
Totally.
By putting in my jar, so in like an investment. And maybe we can change the story. Like a lot of the times it's just about narratives. Tell ourselves.
Totally. I heard a great thing the other day on social media, and it really struck a chord with me. And it was this woman, it was Reese Witherspoon, and she said, every single day when you get up in the morning, to think about what I'm going to do for myself today and what I'm going to do to push my business forward today, my life forward today, because no one's going to do it for you.
Right.
Absolutely no one's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
It's up to you to take the responsibility for your life, even if it's a little thing.
Yes.
Just a little thing.
I love this. And I also love the idea that I also recently heard that I'm implementing in my life is like, just for today, try to just give your best, be its wife, be the best friend.
Yeah.
Just for today. And then in the next day, just for today.
Just for today.
Now, just like give it your all.
Yeah, well, just take that energy and put it into whatever it is you want to do, you're trying to work on. You're trying to do a business or whatever it is. Just to think for today, how can I push myself forward today?
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's so much pleasure.
There's just like so much wisdom.
Thanks.
So much love and so much beauty. See you, I think about the beauty from within and making so many women beautiful. And I think I think a lot of it is about building confidence for a mother to actually show up for your life in the best possible way.
And be brave. Take chances. Take risks. What do you have to lose?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks, darling. Thank you, darling.
Thank you, everybody, for listening.